There we go. All right. Hi guys, welcome back to more Dark Souls once again. After I just want to get post of the day out of the real quick. Yeah, don't worry about game audio. It's just because I'm tapped out of the game right now is why we can't hear it. But I'm gonna give just real quick before we talk about stuff of post of the day, since that kind of transitions into from Shadow Mage and Sonic for once again kudos for being Capra in 30 minutes. Sonic after done watching the VOD. Yeah, don't fuck that boss. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about that because yeah, that was. Here's the thing about that boss onto it. It's not even like his pattern is that hard onto it, because like it's mostly just wait for the shield and then attack afterwards onto that, or when he does the big swing, you just gotta wait a little bit longer of like, okay, you can't really attack it then or you're fucked kind of deal. It's mostly down to the two dogs and the actual arena is why that boss sucks so much onto that. Because it's one of those dogs will hunt you like immediately, so you gotta use that staircase to try and get up if you can even get up that. And then two, the camera will fight you with that tree the entire time onto it. Considering that and the other boss that we fought of, like the double dragon one, I'm gonna assume that's a very first game kind of thing. I'm gonna assume that Dark Souls doesn't do a whole lot of that in the future. Is that a is that a fair take onto that, or how much am
Dark Souls does do tag team bosses and a very rarely a gank boss, but the Capra Demon is definitely a one-offer. It's like the closest thing I could think of is Witches of Hemwick in Bloodborne, and that is the weakest boss in the game, just straight up. So when it comes to fights that are more around generic mobs than a boss, they figured it out.
Yeah,
the famous tag team boss from this series is Ornstein and Smo. So
we'll get to those guys. We'll get to the tag team champions when we get to them.
So yeah, I did put in the post also for just some quick house cleaning stuff and that kind of thing. For one, I didn't even realize this before, but you know, the Twitch alerts are back to working. It was mostly I had to just work with stream elements and they got the whole thing refreshed, so they're working just fine onto that, which was also apparently fucking up with my donation button down below. I know people don't have been using it a lot onto that. I just checked onto it, but yeah, no, like the link was fucked for like over a year, and I had no idea onto that at all. So that's working now. If you do want to donate, feel free onto it. Again, not required at all for that, but yeah, that's working just fine. I believe also changes in how the ad stuff is working onto that, because now I have it so Twitch will basically put in a ad when there is downtime. So like in Dark Souls, if we're not really talking and we're just moving across, Twitch will be like, hey, we're gonna play an ad now instead of during a big event kind of deal. That's why I was asking about like when were you guys getting ads and stuff like that in my Discord onto that. So I have that figured out. We're gonna test it. We're gonna see how it works onto that. Also, in regards to subs and stuff like that, there are two new emotes for you guys right now. There is Subdoom, which is Dark Souls specific onto that, if you guys want to use that in chat. There is also one based off of Incineroar SD, which is, I believe, the Dunce emote. Yeah, that one's a temporary one. That's just, I want to test it, see how it works. I do have an artist currently working on a full commissioned one for that. So that's mostly just testing the water, see if people like that emote, and then we will go through onto that. Yeah, Aurora, what's up? Under the yeah, no alerts during cutscenes, talking to NPCs at least. I think that should be respectful. Yeah. Well, I just have more artists working for me besides Sophie. Don't worry, Sophie's working on emotes in the background. Make no mistake onto that. For that. But as for other stuff, I want to talk about something Dark Souls specific onto that. Oh, by the way, I think one of the... Thank you for the subs that's been another just ping up house cleaning. I believe I've set it up now to where the stream elements, I think like every 20 or 30 minutes, we'll start plugging the Discord or the VOD channel just for when new people show up. That directs them to the thing, so we can do that. If anybody ever does come into a chat onto it, you can just do !Discord, and that will send them the link also otherwise onto that. So yeah, shameless plug onto that. Yeah. But to talk about Dark Souls stuff specifically, a big reason why I've been kind of cleaning up onto these is, holy shit, the support I've been getting on Dark Souls has been kind of insane onto that so far.
Fresh meat.
Yeah, because man, we've had so many new people come into the streams for the first time onto Dark Souls, and I don't know if this is just a like thing for new players to FromSoft games or stuff like that, but you guys have been like super supportive of the playthrough onto that, and not only of like just helping out and stuff like that, kind of deal, but also being like really supportive and like impressed that I'm getting through shit way faster than a lot of other apparent first timers, which is like, I will admit, like, I've been feeling good about when I actually get through some of this stuff onto that. So, yeah, like, I guess the closest I can compare it to is maybe, like, the experience of when you first get into 14 is, like, the closest thing I can compare that to, but, you know, I just want to appreciate it. It goes noticed, for that, and I'm hoping that keeps up throughout the rest of this onto it, because I've been feeling the itch to get back into Dark Souls at this point. Maybe it's because of the high of last week, or the fact that we have a new shiny weapon we can use at this point. Maybe one of the two, but yeah, I just wanted to...
Hey, if you like Dark Souls, you should play Monster Hunter.
I have tried out. I have tried out Monster Hunter in the past on too.
It is a pipeline.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we will continue on. Last time we did get to finally use our big ass sword now at this point onto that. So where should
Before
we
you go anywhere, Pat?
Oh, yeah. What up?
Spock, talk to our cynic sitting right behind you.
Yeah, you have me.
This dude.
Yeah. Yeah, we've made some progress in life.
Surprise. I didn't expect you to make it. Oh, somebody rang the bell. Wait, was it you? You never give up, do you? I don't know how you do it. Well, don't stop now. Only one more. But it's going to be suicide.
Also, Aurora, I will check Discord when we're done stream, just because I have no good way of checking it midstream right now. I apologize for that, but yeah.
Don't you ever think to forge your weapons? You'd better
Good advice.
find a smith box
Okay,
soon. Unless
didn't we
you
hear this
enjoy
one before?
swinging about with
Nope,
blunt
this is new.
instruments.
No.
Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna check Discord real quick. Give me a sec. Give me a sec, chat. Okay, yes, Aurora, that's looking very good so far onto that. Thank you. All right.
Now, one other
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
While Ace says what he's going to say, I want you to go over to haircut.
Okay.
Yeah, over the Gramps. So yeah, he makes a very good point. We need to start upgrading your junk.
That's not that other way, Pat.
Yeah, I always get
Also,
these
what
two.
did-
I always
Ace,
get
what
these
did you
two
call them?
paths mixed up on that. To be fair, they're right next to each other. Oh, new people.
It's very bad the fuckwits have arrived. Finally.
Hmm?
Okay.
What have we here? You look awfully raggedy. Times are grim. The least you can do is look sharp. Don't you dare meet my lady like that. You might scare her off for good.
Everyone has multiple dialogue options. You need to remember this.
Yeah, I'm just going in a circle under it.
You no doubt have yours. We must not let this curse overcome us.
She sounds familiar.
You've probably heard
I
her before.
don't doubt it.
I don't know if she's a Xenoblade VA. Might be.
Hmm?
I can go confirm real fast.
Oh, you again. What business have you? I don't suppose we can help, though. We accompany my lady on her righteous mission. It is quite a chore, but I'm stuck with her. And Nico, too. I can't very well abandon them now.
Did I not explain the urgency of our tasks? Or are you so uncouth as to lack such judgment? By the looks of you, I should think not.
Fresh blood, and they're all kind of cunts.
Hello. My guests have finally arrived. I will be departing with them shortly. So, I'm afraid I will be saying goodbye soon. It was a
Charlie
pleasure.
Cameron is the name? For the lady?
She has not. Yeah, and she has not appeared in anything
it's
that.
you.
I mean, this is her only video game
Momentarily.
appearance.
Ah.
Coons aren't exactly my idea of a good time, but what can one do? I do hope we meet again. Rary or
I
not.
think that's the first time I've ever
Did I
heard
not
that
explain the
dialogue.
urgency?
She says
Why
the
are
same
you
thing.
so
I've never
unhappy?
heard it's not Nico, but whoever the other guy's name is, say that third line. As it's a nice he just kind of gets softer the more you talk to him, and I like that detail. That yeah, he's first kind of just like yeah, no, whatever, I don't care. But as you talk to him more, he's just like, all right, fine.
What the? Oi!
Someone's Oi, who's taking a nap?
Sleeping in here?
Is it the bird? Bird, are you sleeping up there?
Bird? Someone?
Fuck.
Who? Who's taking a nap here?
Who's sleeping loudly? You're shaking the grounds.
Oi!
So yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah, we need to take a visit to Andre, and we need to start upgrading.
We need to get you down the path.
Because we're not going to be coming back to Firelink Shrine for a while.
Alright, so
So
we
yeah,
need to
the
go
elevator
back
past
up by the cathedral and...
Yeah, take the elevator past all these guys and you'll make it.
Yeah. Because now that we're also done with our strength building for a little while, I think we could start probably investing in to get more stamina. At this point, might be the next thing we start upgrading.
Endurance is always a safe thing to put your stats into.
Yeah.
Especially in this game, since it doubles as both your stamina and equip load. Goods invested.
It does so much in this game. The fact that they had to pull 14 Shadowbringers and start breaking that in half into other separate stuff.
Yeah, they had to chop it up they had to chop stamina and equip load into 2 other stats.
Also,
I think if you book it all the way to Andre, they won't follow you down the stairs. They will follow you into this smaller cathedral, or it's more of a shrine. But yeah, if you go down the stairs, they should also do that. Yeah.
Because enemy aggro ranges in these games can be a bit weird.
It depends on the enemy. Anyway,
Yes,
with our Holy Tenant cast over there, I would just like to say that when their story comes to a head, I actually quite enjoy where it ends and goes. We'll get more to that later.
Yeah. Also, just to answer some things in chat. 1, how is audio for that? And then 2, for what I've been playing recently, crippling addiction to 14 and Balatro onto that. So, you know, as you do.
Wheel! We're due, Pat. We're due. Let's see if we can buy a myth box room. That way we can at least do minor upgrades on the go.
I think we did get a myth box before. Did we?
Nope.
Go
to
doesn't look like it.
Keys. Yeah, you don't own any yet.
Yeah, none held.
Okay, so which one should we get?
Weapons myth box. That's inherently just more useful.
Okay.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you.
That way we'll at least be able to upgrade to +5 on the go.
All
Let's see
right.
how much upgrading is. Let's actually upgrade Adam and
Yeah, talk to him again to start it.
reinforced weapon.
Where's our Zan?
It's
There
gonna
it
be near
is.
the top. It's going to be near the top of the list because it's a sword.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't get yourself
Yep.
killed.
And bonfire to save that.
Yeah, I
The
believe we
game
picked-
auto saves every action you do. You stepping into a zone saves the game.
Oh, right,
All right.
right. I keep forgetting that equipment does keep carrying over, right, onto that. Okay, so do we head down here? Is it time to fight that dragon, or?
Do you want to throw hands?
I'm just asking, what do you guys recommend that we do next on this?
Actual critical path is going to that locked door via the key we got from Capra. But if you want to throw hands with Andre's neighbor, go right ahead. Test out your new thing.
Oh, we could try. Also, I gotta put the death count back up. There we go.
We're at 61.
61.
Might change to 62, depending how this goes.
Pat, the worst thing that can happen is you lose 434 souls.
Yeah. It might not even
Well, you-
be worth a corpse run.
And what you gain is experience, whatever it drops, as well as feeling good about yourself.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Chunky
big
boy.
reach.
Ugh. Oh, fuck. Ugh.
Yeah, so this is a Titanite demon made of stone.
Made out of the upgrade materials that you use to just you just
Yeah, I'm like doing no damage to this dude.
Yeah,
made out
these
of
guys
rock,
are
my
much-
friend.
Yeah, these guys tend to. I'm going to assume that they're much more weak to blunt weapons.
I don't know. I
And
never
you've
really
decided
tested
to
it.
say no.
All right,
Oh, hello.
I guess we're going this way. Leafman!
Treeman. Good flat.
Ugh.
You understand the the
Hard
draw,
knockdown.
and you can still hear the bell from here.
Oh.
Welcome to
Welcome to
Dark Root Garden. Hey Pat, turn around after you
Hold
kill
up.
this guy.
Yoink! Yoink!
I don't know if I
Hey,
call that a yoink, but yeah. Look, a path that you were gonna walk right by because that's how this zone works.
Where's the sun?
Not quite, but we take it. You're at half
Oh,
health.
okay,
I would
there we
honestly
go.
recommend doing a sippy sip.
Do I have a spare flask? Go ahead and chug. Yay. One beer.
My bad. Hey, look, that's an item down there. Maybe. Now we're in the basement.
Basin.
Toity, 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 toity.
I am just slowly going because I
Crystal
know.
lizard. Kill, kill.
Go, go,
Get
go,
him,
go,
get him,
go,
get him,
go,
get him.
get his ass, get his ass, get his ass.
Lock on and get him. All right, he ran away.
Damn.
Whenever you see those, run and murder.
I feel like I'm going to forget about them until they show up, and then I'm like, shit, what were they again? Back.
Internalize.
They're metal slimes. You have to kill on sight.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What is
Leather.
that?
And a bow.
And a bow.
And arrows. And arrows. I don't think you might actually have enough dexterity for a bow at this point. Might be actually a little bit beyond you. But yeah,
Oh.
it's just the same as leather, but slightly heavier. Actually, the
Might be able to
black
get away
leather is
with-
just the black leather is just objectively better. It's
Oh.
just-
Yeah,
Wait a minute, not the.
I mean,
Oh, it's
for the
it's-
amount of extra weight, equal to the defense you're getting, it's not worth it.
the most you're getting
which is the
some
which is the weight on
the furthest one on the right.
You can pull up more.
Okay,
You can
I
pull
was
up
thinking
the
it
more
was the number on the
complicated
left. My bad on that.
Left is defense.
Okay.
Yeah. At least raw physical defense.
Is that?
Yeah, we're not going to worry
all
much
here?
about. Oh no, there's much more.
Where's
We
the
will-
path?
The path is behind. Well, I mean, they all eventually lead to the path, but you took a drop, so you need to get back onto the path. Also, click the B button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We don't want you trying to swing your sword only to move a menu item. But what was I about to say? Yeah, we'll worry about elemental resistances as we get further on in the game. Currently, defense is the most that we want to really concern ourselves with. Hearing some sloshins in the background. There's something back there.
Whoa! What the hell is that?
That sure is a thing.
That
Also,
looks
that's
like
a thing.
okay. Crystal Golem.
They don't got hands, but they do know how to throw. Also, maybe you shouldn't turn your back on the giant thing in the background. It's a little rude.
Ugh.
Oh, they won that.
Yeah.
Oh no! Ah!
I'm going after him.
I'ma get him! I'ma get him!
He jumped after him. Greg, no!
Well, that is a side path. There, you could run back that way if you choose to see what's there, but it is optional.
Probably not.
There was, so that's going to be a dead end. The most we could get here is a nice conversation with our boy Sigmund.
So, where do we head now at this point?
Back to Capra.
We're going to go back to where you fought Capra, yeah. Though there is another optional path that you could take, which would be very beneficial to you. But we still need to go to the same general direction.
Alright, so I'll just start making my way over there.
Back to Firelink.
Back to the elevator. Quaint little place here.
Yeah.
All right, I can actually kind of start talking about this now because we've come across it a couple ways. So, kind of as a little storytelling element that they put into the game, because every armor set is technically available to any player regardless of what class they start as, they needed to scatter the sets among the universe. In that way, basically, every starting set is found on a corpse somewhere and out in the world. And the way that you can take it as internal for the universe is that whenever you find that dead body with that armor set, you can say, oh, this player class made it here. When we got to the Undead Burg, where we met Griggs and found the corpse of the wizard sitting in a barrel, we can take that as like, oh, the scholar/wizard starting class got freaking murked in an alley and stuffed in a barrel. How unfortunate for him. And we actually also just got the starting set for the... What the fuck? We got the starting set for... what's it called? It's not the rogue, but... the archer? It's not so much archer. I forget what the actual starting class is, but the one that actually starts with the bow.
Thief.
No, Thief is a different armor set than the one we just picked
Bandit?
up. No, not Bandit. I know where Bandit is, and we haven't gotten there yet. We did find a Thief's armor set, actually, in Berg as well. But the one that we just got in the basin there... There's no prisoner in this game, Dan. You're thinking of a different gun. So progress will be behind you, Pat. What the heck is the starting class? It's bothering me now. But basically, yeah, you found another starting class that was killed in the basin.
Alright, progress.
Alright.
Now we go to the depths.
Welcome to the depths, Pat. Things are gonna get stinky.
Oh god, I can barely see shit down here.
Oh,
I have to look at my... I have to play the game from my other monitor because it is so dark right now. Oh my god.
That's been me with freaking 14 lately.
Pat, it gets worse. Not in this game.
Oh, it always gets worse.
Elden Ring, I think, might actually be the one where light and darkness, like visual light and darkness, are the most important. Yes, even above DS2. Well, that was supposed to be the main thing, but something in the engine fucked up.
Well, it's called that they had to remove the lighting engine, and then they put it back in a little bit with the Sculler. So anyway, take note of how tight corridors are around here.
Yeah.
Also note how many of these blokes there are.
I'm assuming this is just the standard enemy they liked putting in every area for the early game onto that.
Yeah, I mean, not everyone that makes it everywhere is gonna be a big badass, man.
It's places like this where I miss.
Oh my god!
But you gotta respect them.
Yeah, it's places like this that make me miss Elden Ring's crouching heavy with great swords. Where it's a poke. It's such a perfect...
Food. Someone's cooking something down there. Maybe they're friendly. Oh Lord, here they... Oh Lord, they be coming.
Oh Lord, he coming.
Okay. Who the hell do we got? Whoa, you big
It's
dude.
the chef.
All
Woman,
what's-
actually.
What's your pattern? Okay.
Hits you really hard. Also jumping. Ooh, good stagger.
Bonga.
Onga bonga.
Am I able to parry his attack by any chance?
It is a sword swing, so yeah.
Maybe not that one.
Also,
Nice
slam!
Ooh,
Yeah!
Good, hard. Good knockdown.
They are not immune to the knockdown. Also, thank you, Shadow Mage. Yeah, it was the Hunter class I was trying to think of. Hunter tried to go into the forest being like, I bet I can hunt some stuff here, and then they died like a nobody.
Good job.
Alright, so, before
God.
you do anything... Yeah, Ragdoll.
I thought he was about to get back up for like a round 2 because of that Ragdoll.
Yeah, go, so actually jump into, so stop, turn around, 180, and then go through the entrance there down to the lower path.
Okay.
And then follow the path to the left, so now behind you.
This?
Also, there's your round 2. Yeah, get past her and then go into the area at the staircase at the end. That right there is a freaking FromSoft special.
What, the overhead hunter or the backup attack?
I have a giant cleaver weapon. I'm gonna hold it with 2 hands, turn it sideways, and then slam it on the ground.
I can already think of 3. Nice sack.
Nice sack.
Yo,
no.
lady, nice sack.
Alright, so go up here. They're not wrong.
Alright, do not attack here. Let's roll.
No, Pat's got it.
Yes,
Pat's got
there's
it.
a dude over there.
Please, you must help.
Ace, let him discover.
Hello.
Thank you. I would have been a supper.
You might like this guy.
Been eaten alive. I shudder to think. Thank you. Thank you dearly. I am Laurentius, of the Great Swamp. I will not forget my debt to you.
Make sure to exhaust this dialogue.
Yep.
I'm fine, thanks to you. Oh, hello there. I'm fine, thanks to you.
Okay.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
he's exhausted. If
All
you
right,
go back
I
to
will
Firelink
possibly
Shrine,
request
he will...
that.
Well, first I'll explain. He'll go back to Firelink Shrine just like most NPCs you encounter, so... When you want to talk to him more... That guy had the right note. When you want to talk to him more, you'll go over there.
Okay.
Go ahead, Ace.
So yeah, if you want, go back to Firelink Shrine because he is the Pyromancer teacher. And Pyromancy is actually magic you can fuck with.
It doesn't
Even-
like mess
yes.
with my stats too much onto that to learn it.
Pyromancy in Dark Souls 1 is based purely on the weapon you are using to cast it. No stat requirement.
What? Oh! Oh!
Someone didn't read the note.
In fact, dealing with these guys, Pyromancy might be a decent idea.
It's more than decent. It's amazing, actually.
You
Yeah,
wary,
slimes,
Yeah, someone didn't read wary of up. So you did not ingrain it into your heart, my friend.
There
But
you
yeah,
go.
so
you
in
get
this
your beginner's
game-
strap, everyone.
So in this game, basically when it comes to pyromancy, do you have slots to equip it? Yes, you can use it.
Hmm.
And it actually kind of feeds into a lore thing, which is really cool, which we'll get to later when he tells us more about it. But, yeah, no. Pyromancy is always an option you can just have in your back pocket. That is the... Progress is where you were trying to go.
Okay.
If you want to go back to Firelink Shrine, you have to go through the broken infrastructure that we skip past.
So, do I just attack him?
Yeah, no, it's just a standard monster.
it's a slime.
Okay.
It's pretty durable because it's just a mass of human flesh or something other.
Yeah, slimes, they can eat your physical strength. So this is kind of why maybe going back to Firelink to pick up some fireballs might be a good idea.
Or you could
Okay.
go into your pocket and grab your fire bombs and then blow them up that way.
Ah,
We have the tools.
fire
You can
young.
always use them.
We have technology.
Ow!
There's more than slimes in these dungeons. And he won that trade.
Oh no, Warbot. He's lava running.
Fire bomb.
Oh yeah. You'll want to equip that to your item slot because it's going to be more efficient than trying to go into your inventory every time. So replace your skull with it. Welcome back, Jason.
And what is?
Yep,
this?
I'm home this time.
Cool. You'll click on
Down.
your item button, which is down.
All right.
Think of it in your cardinal directions. You press left for your left arm, you press right for your right arm, you press up to think about your brain, and then you press down to grab your butt.
Square for items, I think.
Yeah,
Yep.
same use. Every use item will be the same button.
And of course, Bloodborne proceeds to fuck with all muscle memory because it likes to do that.
Yeah, it did. Also, let me actually explain something now that you learned the hard way. Command grabs in this game. If you could command grab by any enemy, you can get out of it faster by mashing the bumper buttons, or the R1, R2 button, or R1, L1 buttons. Mash those out, you will spend half as much time in the command grab.
Oh no! Did I just?
They have a proximity.
Now you say that like people were pushing other buttons before they figured out what's the.
Did I just run past this, or?
You can try.
Who put the fucking Metal Gear sound?
That's my phone notification.
I thought someone was playing it because they were gonna fall on him.
Yeah, no,
How's
they dropped
everybody doing?
early enough specifically to stop you. I'm doing alright. Could be better.
Also, I have a question.
Yeah.
I may have an answer.
Anybody got $336?
Yes, but not to
Oh,
get
the
you.
fucking suit.
No, Ace. It wasn't a suit. It was literally 4 dress shirts and a tie.
Yeah, just shirts
Just
and a
the
tie.
shirt.
Yeah,
And a tie.
I wouldn't
just
even
a
look back
shirt
at my
and
list.
a single tie.
I wouldn't even look back at.
I was like,
Ask
at the
Casey,
counter.
they might send. Ask Casey, they might send you a tie.
I was literally at the counter. She scanned everything, and she just went, "Okay, that'll be $336." And I just went, "For but I didn't say it out loud, but internally, I'm just like, "For 4 dress shirts and a tie? You gonna take me out to dinner?"
I love how in game there, like where Pat's situation, there's just this guy staring at. Well, I'm facing an armored knight with a giant sword and shield, and I've got a flaming stick. I like my
That
odds.
flaming stick does a shit ton of
Rats!
damage. All right. Oh, rats!
Let's see how well this cleans.
Holy shit!
Oh, good swing.
Oh my god, this rat fucking me up though.
Okay.
They get into a
I
rhythm.
don't care. Go here, boy. Go here, boy. You're thick.
Ma-
Oh, you're healing now.
Ma-
Okay, I
Ma-
don't care. I don't care. I'm the.
Mom, come pick me. Mom, come pick me up. Chucky's beating my ass.
Here we go.
Another-
You want?
That's another good strength weapon.
Another rat got in the sewer. Another rat. Give me that sword, boy.
Right
Great
at.
axe.
Sorry, how do I compare it to the weapon I currently have? Is there any way to...
Toggle
You look
display
at
with
it.
X. Toggle display with X.
oh, okay.
So it is currently doing
Already...
less general damage than your current sword.
Okay.
Yeah, but it has a higher
Oh.
strength requirement to one hand, but also currently has higher strength scaling. So maybe later.
Yeah. It's good. It has less. It has less worse stats because you can't use it yet. Also, I will say,
Rat.
rat surprise. Someone stuck that rat in a box. Think about that. There is. So this is where we get to the point where the game has NPC invasions. Now, this is more intended PvP tastes in the game. and they usually do feed into items you can earn later, as well as lore stuff to be able to pick up. You will, however, have to be human while you're doing that. So if you want to experience the scripted invasion, you will have to go back, human up, and then navigate through the area again. Just letting that be known.
Human up.
Human up. The only way to stop being bacon is to human up.
AKA uninstalling Twitter.
Human up.
It would help. Oh yeah, Pat. I think you're too focused in. Look through those bars. What's on the other side of the bar?
Oh, giant rat!
Oh, hello.
You looked at it. You looked at it 3 times from various angles, and it just didn't parse for you. So
I'm sorry
I needed to
if
make
there's
sure
like
you noticed.
3 different conversations happening.
Killed my children. I saw that.
It does all.
Rat of concerning size.
Like case point.
It does also blend in if it's standing still and you're in your.
That's why I needed to make it known so that Pat actually took a moment to take in what he's looking at.
No, you should have let it. You should have let him turn the corner and run into Charles Entertainment Cheese Senior.
Not every fog gate is a boss fight. I'll tell you that.
Is there a bonfire near here at all, or do we got just
you need to actually? I think that key you picked up might open up a bonfire if you go back to where you came from.
Okay.
Yeah, remember that locked door?
Yeah, so go up the stairs. Boo-da-doop-a-doop-boop-boop-doop. Then you'll turn around from here, and there should be a side path to go into. Yeah. Take the ladder. Or take
the ladder down here, yeah.
There you
well,
go.
the ladder goes down, actually. Go back up.
Oh, big
also,
rat.
Rat's looking at you.
Yeah.
Go back up the ladder. Go back up the ladder.
He is looking at you.
He is looking at you, Chief. Go up the stairs. Then open the door on the left.
Behind you.
That's not your left.
Okay, I see.
There you
So
go.
yeah, there's the bonfire.
Bonfire! And a
Well,
person?
before you rest at it, I will again posit the question: do you want to go back to Firelink and get some Pyroman?
It wouldn't be a
Again, we
bad
won't be back
idea
at Fire-
onto that, so...
Yeah, I say that mainly so like light it and then don't rest. Bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, use the homeward bone to bone homeward. Or go home where you
Retweet
bone.
if you're a real boner.
Yeah, because as I said, we're not going to be coming back to Firelink for quite a while once we get balls deep into this area.
So yeah, back to Firelink. So yeah, back to the elevator. Honestly, probably take a sit down at Firelink when you get there.
Yeah.
So Pat, do you want to have the potential to be Kyo Kusanagi? Wielding a big ass sword.
Might be entertaining.
Might be neat.
I think it might be pretty neat. Oh, that was
I guess while we're doing some, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'll do some lore drops about the quartet of goobers that we had met over there. So they are all of the cloth of a land of Thorland, big religious city, and apparently it's just a thing they do is when people are coming undead, they get put on undead missions, and when they're on undead mission, go over here to Lord Dren, go find some kindling stuff. It'll be a good time. Very, very good. The gods are totally okay with it. You walk by your buddy, so let's sit down, and then we'll go talk to him.
Sit down first.
Yeah. And from what the implications of our people of the cloth, our friend Haircut Petrus came here first to kind of set the groundwork for everyone. Now everyone else is there, and now they're off to, I don't know, high five a skeleton or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I made it out safely too. I have my pyromancy of the great.
Also, this is like one of my favorite characters in this game.
Manage with a bit of care. Oh yeah. By the way, I can share my spells with you. I think you have.
Yeah, we love pyromancies in the series.
I'll be pleased to help you. unless you find the magic's unsavory?
Say no.
So say no, you do not find them unsavory.
Wonderful. I'm sure that
I like some fire.
some assistance. Here, first take this.
The pyromancy flame. Yep, this is the one and only pyromancy catalyst. There are 3 ways to get one. This is probably the easiest outside of starting as a pyromancer. So yeah, he sells spells. I'd recommend Fire Orb tends. Yeah.
Read your tooltips.
Alright.
Yeah.
Elementary powerful.
Just let Pat do it.
It's powerful flame in hand, one of the most basic pyromancies, for a very good reason. The flame thus created is fierce. Pyromancy of the Chimera, whose harness the power of flame actualized in herself. Flesh iron boosts defense and resilience. Use this pyromancy requires caution as the caster becomes increasingly heavy and unable to move freely. Ooh. Yes, read tooltips. Pyromancy of Kamina, who harnessed the power of the flame and actualized in herself. Intense sweating reduces flame damage. Chimera, the most powerful pupil of the Salaman, the master pyromancer, pioneer new directions of the art of pyromancy. Standard pyromancy of the Great Swarm, hurl fireball. The fire damage caused by fireballs makes them effective against corporeal beasts and undead who, by nature, fear the flame.
And there was one more at the top, Fire Orb.
Yeah, Fire Orb.
Oh, okay. Pyromancy, which involves upon fireball, hurl fire. The flaming fire orb explodes on impact, which fire splash damage is in spectacle, which seems to be a symbolize of strength of the fire manipulating pyromancers.
Yeah, so most of these are pretty decent. Fireball, standard fireball. Fire Orb tends to be like one of the most go-to pyromancies because it's just a firebomb basically, like the item.
Yeah.
Combustion's another good one since it's a shotgun. Like shove it up someone's ass and fire.
Combustion.
Result.
Yeah.
Yeah, combustion. Don't buy anything yet. Let's go through it all.
Yeah, Iron Flesh is more useful than you think. It it boosts up your defense and jacks up your poise, but you move hella slow, at least in terms of actually moving. Your attacks still go at the same speed. So it's more useful than you think.
This is for I plan to be the immovable object. I'm gonna boost this up, go full poise tank, and I'm just gonna keep swinging, and nothing is gonna stop me from swinging.
It's Shield Monado is what it is. Onto that.
And Flash Sweat. It's fire is throughout pretty much every game is the most common damage type outside of just getting bonked. So it does find its use. I'd say at least grab Fireball since that'll probably be the most useful generally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Shadow Mage says in chat, basically think of Fireball as your standard firebomb, and think of Fire Orb as your black firebomb.
Alright, let's talk Pyromancy Flame upgrades. Pyromancy Flame is just upgrade through Souls, no Titanite, but you do need to go to a Pyromancer to upgrade it. And this is what dictates the power of your spells. Notice how all the spells have no stat requirements? This is the only thing that matters. How strong your Pyromancy Flame is how strong your spells are. That's it.
Alright. Probably
simple.
Upgrade that probably to 2? You think?
Yeah, you're gonna build up a lot
as far as you want.
Yeah. Now, Speak. He has the lore. There's some good lore in this game, actually.
There we go.
Oh, hello there. I'm pleased to see you safe, as always. If you provide the materials, I can teach you pyromancy. Goodbye then.
Oh, the actual talk. Okay.
Yeah, talk prompt.
Oh, well, I'm pleased, as always. Pyromancy is the art of casting fire. Produce flame, then channel it, just as our ancestors did. A pyromancer must be in tune with nature herself. My home, the Great Swamp, is an abundant store of nature. You will understand one day. It only takes time. Pyromancy has a, rather primitive aspect to it. It messes poorly with advanced culture, and pyromancers are considered rather unsavory, which is fine, as I never got along with anybody anyway. So, for me, turning undead didn't change a thing. A pyromancer's flame is a part of his own body. The flame develops right along with his skill. When I gave you that flame, I gave you a part of myself. Please take good care of it. A pyromancer's flame is a part of his own body.
You've exhausted all dialogue. So I really love just how much lore is built into just that simple dialogue that you have with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, place it in the second slot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're going to want to put it, yeah.
Because now I will actually start using two weapons there at this point.
Just the fact that the way that we look at it is that fire is primal. I like the way that they use the word primal of that.
Yeah.
It is what we all began with. And you will actually need to equip the spell. Yeah, go to the bonfire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything began with the flame. And by that extension, pyromancy is basically where humans started.
Mm-hmm.
But as everyone started to move past it, start to be interested in other things and to go their own paths, pyromancy got, so to say, left behind and seen as unsavory. Mm-hmm. However, it all comes back to it because of the fact that it draws from not only the being yourself, but also nature. It's a very beautiful parallel to what the universe of the game has going on.
Yeah.
Also, Laurentus's voice performance is very excellent for how minor of a role he has.
Yeah. One could kind of say that the way pyromancy changed throughout the three main games kind of indicates like how one can interpret fire. Starting in Dark Souls 2, pyromancies, while still having no stat requirements, scale off of both intelligence and faith combined together. Meaning you can be a full like intelligence caster, but still have use for pyromancy, and same goes for faith. Or you can have a combination of both, indicating knowledge to wield the flame, but faith is in the fire itself. And in Dark Souls 3, pyromancy, while now having stat requirements to use spells, are still low and require a combination of the two, kind of showing how the world has changed over the years. Here's fire has become a thing of worship by DS3, but also people have studied it more and more.
Yeah.
I have a lot of thoughts on DS3 in particular that probably go contrary to Stefan's thoughts on it.
So I'm assuming by this, I get 8 spells with it per like the same thing with the flask until I go to another bonfire, right? Onto that.
Yes.
Okay.
Understood. Yeah, Demon Souls. Demon Souls actually had an MP bar, unlike this game. In fact, that MP bar won't be coming back till Dark Souls 3, because they also reworked it somewhat to work with more conventional weapons instead of just spells. Okay, you're fine. Did you just get Goomba stomped?
He got Goomba stomped and then hit with an overhead, yes.
Get the power of fire, instantly eat shit onto that.
Freaking holding the flame in his hand like Giorno Giovanna, being so enthralled with it, and then suddenly just misses the whole world around him.
Jafar and Lamp. Right there.
Yeah, do not sleep on enemies until you truly know your path and hitboxes.
Go.
In terms of actually using the fireball, it's the same as the fire bombs. Just lock on. You'll softball toss it at their direction.
At least they had the courtesy to put it up here now. Onto that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pyromancy is kind of one of those things that they did mess with a lot with how it works as the series wants, to the point where by Elden Ring they just went, fuck it, it's a miracle now.
I'm sure half of it was
because they mainly wanted to.
Oh, continue your thought.
Keep going, I'm in the red.
So, I think half of it is definitely a balancing issue. You see a lot of changes between games that it was clearly designed around. Yeah, we saw the metrics and some trends. Maybe we should disencourage some of this.
Bad to not seeing shit down here again. Hell yeah.
You're in the depths, man. There's no light.
Yeah, come on, man.
Think these people have torches just for show?
Come on, think about their situation, Pat. Be so selfish.
To be fair, these are
Like you just
not
walked
even
right
people
in,
anymore.
You walked right into their kitchen. They were having Thanksgiving dinner.
Hey, you walk into someone else's house and just go, where are the lights?
Man, it's so dark in here. Do you guys not have phones? Use a flashlight.
No, Blizzard, we don't have phones.
That soundbite will never get old.
Do you guys not have phones?
He tried.
Yeah. DS2 does introduce torches for actual light.
Yeah. So the actual critical path, instead of taking the shortcut that got us to Laurentis, is actually by taking the staircase at the end of this corridor.
Right here?
Yeah. Now normally you would have seen the butcher preparing the meat here, but you killed her, so now her dogs are going to be hungry.
Ow, 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 ow.
They're very hungry. And you're delicious.
No.
Oh god, I just remembered some of the dogs in
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
You have to respect Fromsoft dogs.
To be
As
fair,
much as
I couldn't
as we
see
hate
there were
you.
dogs down here, to be fair. To that.
You know, Pat, as a dog owner, you should know to respect dogs.
These are dogs worthy of a stop. Don't open that door.
Jason, you gotta realize what kind of dog I have. To that.
Yeah, Pat, as a dog owner, you should know to respect dogs.
Oreo is the most scared little shit you will see in your entire life.
What type of dog do you have?
I believe it is. Okay, my old dog was a Havishon and Bichon mixed onto it. Oreo, I know is Havishon. I forget what his other half is, but he's basically just a tiny little mutt onto it that he just all he does is complain if he doesn't if he's not just sleeping kind of deal onto that. But he will never actually bite you or anything like that.
Yeah.
He just likes to make you mope around and make you feel bad onto that is what he does.
Yeah. It all depends on the breed. A Rottweiler will put the fear of God in you. A Pomeranian, not so much.
And then you have the whack job kill Chihuahua that is not the Chihuahua you think it is.
See, I have only had bad experiences with Chihuahuas, unfortunately, mostly from my aunt who had one who was like that thing would just go and attack you if it was ever in your line of sight kind of deal on that.
Yeah. My Chihuahua was much more chill, just like pretty calm, especially around family. That thing became Dad's dog. Just like, and like he didn't even bite. Like he would put his mouth around your hand, but like never bite down. Just like, they were playing, and like not even like rough playing, just like, I'm on ya.
No, you want a breed that has no chill. You go get yourself a husky.
Oh yeah, I know.
I love huskies. I love huskies, man. I love huskies so much.
Those motherfuckers will just scream without any reason to be
They're
provoked.
giving you the song and they're singing the song of their people. Come on.
There's my goddamn my mother's best friend's lab. That thing, Daisy, is stupid. Just, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Dumbass.
I can never hear that breed of dog without thinking of SpongeBob. This is my lab.
You have to be careful with the overhead. It is not a tracking overhead, unfortunately.
What the?
Oh,
that's bad.
Head from behind the steel chair!
He hid in the floorboards!
Underneath the floorboards!
he said, "Are you attacking my dog?"
Excuse me, dog. I
Remember,
need to
you do
heal.
have range as an option. That dog's AI turned off and then turned back on. What the hell?
By the way, side note, Ace.
Fireball.
I'm currently in a dungeon of 14 right now. I have a samurai player. I appreciate what a good samurai player is. Thank you for being a good samurai player.
I bring
Fire!
the big dick damage.
Oh, damn.
There is a range to it.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
But
Remember,
I
it is
can move
softball
around
toss.
to that. Okay.
All right, hit up that chest because it's a good chest.
How do you do? What happens when you dual hand fire on that?
You don't.
Oh, it just doesn't do anything onto that? Okay.
Yeah.
Outside of the cat, large ember. Look at that
So-
shit. Like,
Yeah,
actually look at it.
Go into your inventory, go to key items, and large ember.
Ascension. Ember required for weapon ascension. A large, high-quality ember handled by the blacksmith for Astora. Ascension for plus
You
5.
missed so many letters there.
Sorry. Ascension for plus 5 standard weapon allows for reinforcements of plus 10. You can also ascend plus 5 standard weapon to raw weapon. Raw weapon can be reinforced by plus 5. What does that mean?
So basically, once you currently your weapon's max upgrade is plus 5. With that ember, you can take your weapon to Andre and limit break it to plus 10, or you can change it to a raw weapon, in which takes out its scaling but gives it more raw damage.
It doesn't sound as good as you actually think it is, though. It kind of sucks. The scaling is so powerful in this game that you don't want to abandon it.
I have seen cases for raw weapons in like DS3 with wacky fridge cases in like DS3 with flame weapon, with the right build, turning something to a raw weapon and just giving it the fire buff is much better than any kind of scaling.
If we're talking about Dark Souls 3, that's not even the same conversation anymore, because raw in this game is literally unfinished. Like, conversations about other games, you might as well be talking about the difference between freaking Final Fantasy VII and 7 Remake. Like, let's be honest.
I'm sorry, DS3 is my main wheelhouse. Like,
No, I
that's the game I
understand.
dicked around the most.
I understand, but if we're going to talk about this thing's bad and you're like, oh no, it's good, or it has some cool stuff in a completely different context, in a completely different video game, then it's just like, it's going to be different. Hey, yo, man, this Dan is really awesome in Street Fighter 5, and it's just like, yeah, we're talking about freaking his first appearance.
You have not lived till you've been Wazlered by a ratio 4 Dan.
I mean, yeah.
While we're on this, as someone who barely knows anything about Dark Souls, what makes Dark Souls 2 like the quote-unquote worst one of the 3?
It's the weirdo game.
It was made by a completely different team, and they didn't learn most of the lessons that the first team had done through the first 2 games. And also just a lot of the vibe just was very referential rather than kind of building its own identity.
Yeah, it also has problems, like I've heard, where enemies can just turn in the middle of attack animations to hit you. It's just blows.
That doesn't sound fair at all.
That is a quirk of the system. I don't hold it too much against it in that regard. You can see similarly stupid stuff in this game and later games.
Yeah,
that is a lot of bloodstains.
Yeah, people did not wary of up.
Do I have?
Oh yeah, right above you.
Is that thing?
Well,
the camera up.
Yeah, it's not going to be kind, but the camera is there to exist.
I see it.
Yeah, you can ignore it. Honestly, it's not going to follow you. I think, and if it does, then I'm a liar. This guy though,
swung and missed
twice.
Where's my crouching thrust from Elden Ring? For God's sake! I missed that button so much.
The big thing with Dark Souls 2 is, especially at time of release, it was just there are so many things that they obviously didn't learn from the first game. It had issues of trying to be both its own thing, but also try to appeal to what the original was. And it was also horribly hampered with development issues, where so much you have to remember your spacing, Pat. It was kind of chopped to all hell when it finally got released. So Scholar was able to correct a lot of that development issue side of things, but it's still very clearly designed by different people.
Yeah.
Its DLCs, for the most part, are pretty good, though. Like, the Crouch Trilogy is genuinely good outside of those areas.
I don't know, Iron Keep kind of sucks, I'll be honest. It's got some good boss fights, but the whole of the keep is freaking kind of miserable.
Because like when I hear things about like Dark Souls 2, I imagine like it said like Dark Souls like 1 and 3 are like 8 out of 10 games. Dark Souls 2 is like a 7. From what I hear people like describe it. It's not a bad game. It's still Dark Souls. It's just the fact that it's not as good as the first one or the third one.
Well, actually, Dan, Warbot in the chat actually points out a really good factor is that the game opening cutscene literally has a character in the game say, "You're gonna lose your souls," over and over. Insert which laugh here, and it's just like it shows what the idea of what FromSoft's games were, and that was such a exaggeration and almost bastardization of what Dark Souls 1 actually was. Yes, it can be difficult. Yes, it requires you to actually kind of respect mechanics. But most of what comes up as your failures is typically you trying to be brash, try and rush stuff, or you try to just power through stuff without understanding. The marketing turned it into, it's the hardest game ever, oh! And that's kind of led into how Dark Souls 2 was designed.
Yeah, I'd say after that cutscene, though, I do like a lot of DS2's storytelling and some of its themes, especially when it comes to cycles.
Oh yeah, no,
it's and one character in particular
just probably shouldn't be called Dark Souls.
Okay, so endurance is my stamina for that, right?
Yes, and vitality is your health.
Attunement is the thing you upgrade if you want to slot more spells, but for your build, 1 is probably enough.
So, Pat, I will ask, do you want to encounter the scripted invasion? Because it is a character that we will come back to later.
Scripted invasion? What do you mean by that?
Okay, I discussed it, but clearly we had too many conversations going on.
Yeah.
So gameplay-wise, the devs built it in so that there would be invaders in story that would come and attack you, similar to PvP, but for an option of people who are playing either offline or when the game offline was discontinued, which is going to be never. And so when you're going through some zones, some NPCs will invade you, give you a taste of what PvP is supposed to be like. In order to do that, in order to do that, you're going to need to human up and then traverse through the zone, and then he'll eventually show up. The other reward is that not only do you get humanity from it, you also will get item drops later on for cool lore on top of it.
Yeah, probably onto that after we take care of the rat. Onto that.
Well, currently the rat is not bothering you.
Oh.
Unless you can break those bars. I don't know. Are you a tough enough dude to destroy the level geometry?
Are you a bad enough dude to save the president?
Are you a bad enough dude to reach? Are you a bad enough dude to reach a flame lurker in 1 drop?
Like, you can try that door. Does not open.
That's not open for this.
So you'll fight the rat eventually, but
we'll come back.
You have to find your way to him. Also, minor detail that you can't really see unless you look closely at the rat. He has a freaking axe stuck in his eye. Someone took a swing, and they did a decent job. They're probably dead now. There's a bunch of rats behind you, remember?
Also rat in the box.
Also rat box.
Rat in the box!
I feel like 5 rats are on the other side of the area. I just encourage about humaning up somewhat earlier than later, because 1, doing so is going to respawn everything anyway.
Oh yeah.
And 2, once you beat the zone, invaders, I believe, stop showing up. So.
Okay, then yeah, we'll go ahead and do that now then.
Yeah, when it comes to, like, player and player interactions, once a boss of a zone is beaten, pretty much all that turns off outside of, like, invasion summon signs. Like, you know, how co-opers, put down the summon sign and can be summoned? There's a thing called, I don't know if it's in this game, but definitely in later game. Yeah. There's a thing called a red sign soapstone, which basically marks you down, hey, I want a PvP with consent.
Hey, Pat, sit back down. Kindle this bonfire. It's a long path ahead. You might want to have 10 heals instead of 5.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, continue on.
Red sign soapstones tend to be used mostly for, like, fight clubs. I love me a good fight club.
You are clearly consenting to, I wish to...
The hell was that?
I think that chase its fun.
Yeah. I remember back in the days in DS3 before we got the dedicated PvP arena, I would be in fight clubs a lot, which is like, basically one guy hosts a fight club and summons in a bunch of people via a red sign soapstone, and it's basically just a communal 1v1s with people watching in the background waiting their turn. It was a lot of fun. And if you get through all the... And if an invader gets through everybody, if an invader gets through everyone, you get to fight the host.
Yeah, we will traverse as per usual, and when you get a notification about an invader, unless it's a non-extravagant name, it will probably be the man we're looking for.
I hate that tag.
Yeah, there we go. Alright.
Also, this is our taste into the frame rate drop zone from the original releases.
Alright.
See? The direction.
I'm assuming for here?
The invasion is in a different direction, yeah.
Oh.
But this still leads you to critical path.
Okay, well,
if you
I
wanna
have
go
my
throw hands
humanity
with
right
that
now,
guy.
so, like, we should probably do the
Yeah.
invasion.
Yeah. Go the other way. We'll trigger the man, Mr. Man. There is a side path in that passageway that you just ran through. This is a bit of a labyrinth.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
Sometimes your hitbox is too good. Okay, you gotta trade on that. Reddit AI is kind of funny. They're either super big cowards or big heroes.
Come on, boys, let's get him.
Like Scooby's playing a ratio 4 boss character.
Alright, so that's back where you came from, so we'll turn around. This is a dead end, so turn around the other way.
What if we took this and made it ultra bigger in Elden Ring? God help me.
So
I love that zone. I got lost in Mario piping for a while.
Nope, I went the wrong way.
So this leads to the rat. Turn around, go through this passage, and hug the right wall, and there should be a door.
Oh, I see it.
And look, a drop.
Can I jump over it?
Yes, but you have to run and jump.
Aha!
There you go.
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Oh jeez, oh man.
Oh shit, he actually jumped it!
There's stuff over there.
I thought he had them fake J's.
Oh, hello, buddy.
Oh, that's a channeler.
Kill him. Kill him dead.
Kill him! He's a channeler.
He can't fit.
Good.
Now back up. Good.
Good spacing.
This has been worth it.
Alright, back up. There's still a couple rats in there. Alright. I think everything in the doorway is dead, so go in there.
Yeah, everything in the doorway looks like it's dead.
Yeah, so clear out the rest. Thankfully, the channeler didn't get a chance to buff everyone, so now it's just your own folly that you may die from. Heal up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunny D.
Do you have cast time bars? Nothing in life is instantaneous.
Unless you stack enough decks. Well, even and the Sage's Ring.
I know.
By the time you get there, it's still debatable if it's instantaneous.
Okay.
God, why is my connections freaking out?
You are dead. Not big surprise.
Go back up. Go back and look around. Up that thingy. Yeah, you're on the other side of that fog wall.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the door that we had you walk around the other way, so that's fine.
Oh, that was
Go
it?
ahead and open it so that we can close... Yeah, open it to close the loop, because you know where it leads. It's one of the funnier ones about this game, because you can actually get on the other side of a fog wall.
Yeah, they stopped doing mid-level fog walls in Bloodborne.
I'm assuming that probably must have been a PS3 limitation thing onto that, probably.
Probably.
Probably, because that seems like a pretty nothing place for a fog wall.
Yeah. Item ahead.
Item ahead.
Hey.
Yay.
Large Titanite.
Right.
Pillage corpse.
So look over the ledge, Pat. That's a big space.
And see if there's anything down there I can actually see.
Let's check it.
Wide open space.
I see an item.
Let's check
I see
There's an item.
item.
There's some items in there. There's a pathway. There's some pillars.
Yeah.
Let's check it out. Jumps over the ledge.
There's a dead man. Thankfully, you cannot climb over this ledge. Alright, so progress will be back the way we came and taking a different path in the labyrinth.
I'm probably having to kill the rat.
The rat does... I don't think the rat leads to progress per se, but we do want to get to that room anyway. Slide!
Professor
Slide for fireballs.
again.
Like, this is actually perfect for fireballs.
Yeah. One
tap.
Ah!
Basilisk.
Okay.
Stay out of the gas. Stay out of the gas. Stay out of the gas.
Stay out of the gas.
Nope, you can't stay out of the gas here.
Get out of the gas.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
Drink, drink, drink.
It's not really gonna matter with these guys. Oh, this is a bad spot.
And
there we
you
go,
are
chat!
cursed. So, welcome to Basilisks.
Welcome to the first enemy on the Dark Souls shit list.
Read this tooltip.
While cursed, your HP is half. Lifting curses requires a purging stone or aid of healer from a new
Londo.
Oh god.
New Lunono?
Oh god. So his HP is just permanently halved now until he lifts this.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he cannot. And he cannot human up either.
So.
So if you want, no, we never did.
Damn it.
So if you want to undo this curse, you are going to need to go back to where the lady behind the bars is selling her moss and other moist items, and also spend like 2,000 to 3,000 souls. It's not cheap.
I think, oh god, yeah, that half health hurt.
Yes, it does. And in 1.0 version, that status effect stacked.
Ooh. As God intended.
As God forgot to patch in.
Forgotten the patch notes.
Oh, you'll patch out Purgatory, but you won't.
So yeah, if you want to turn this into hard mode, feel free to continue the zone with half your health. You will quickly learn how to deal with things, that's for sure.
Yeah, if you want to backtrack a little further, you can go to back to the bell guarded by the gargoyles, and Priestman does sell purging stones for cheaper.
Which is the fastest way to get there? Which is the fastest way to undo the curse? Lady? Okay.
Lady's faster.
Okay, because I just want the one that won't grind the stream to a halt on that.
Just seeing that makes me think of when Catechris talked about the Demon Souls remake, how there's a boss in the game.
That's progress.
That like has an attack that can de-level you, and it's like, oh my god, I hate when there's enemies that can do shit like that.
It is the final boss, effectively.
It's the final boss, yeah. So Pat,
okay.
Go back to where the wall was damaged.
Okay.
Go through there.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's through here?
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
Beware, you do have 2 dogs, a guy, and then 2 more dogs, and a bunch of more guys above you.
Not by me. Just passing through. Just passing through.
God.
Petrification sucks.
Yeah.
Do I just want to choose a dry bow to get back?
You can't. You do not get to teleport until you're like halfway through the game.
No, I mean, like, go back to the...
Your bonfire is right there, Pat. You sat down.
Yeah, because you can't teleport in this game until you meet like the big lady, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I do think that design philosophy is better in terms of teaching you the lay of the land. It does suck when you get into moments like this where I am stuck against a wall and I need to get out of this hole I'm stuck in.
Yeah, in a game like this, I feel like having teleporting between bonfires from the beginning would have been
I think
better.
at least one to go back to, like, your home base, I think, onto that, you know?
I think the way that, like, say, God of War 2018 did it, where you can return to a base of operations, could have been a neat way of doing it, but this game is built on the philosophy of D&D of travel is forwards. No grabbing an item and ringing up your friends on their telepathic phones. Yeah, that's progress.
Oh jeez. Oh god. Yeah. Falling down that hole might have put a bit of a hindrance on stream progress.
It may indeed. I can't give you any item drops because you need to human up first before I can come help you.
This fucking sucks.
I mean, I could get in there, summon you, and then see if I can give you items that way. But yeah, no, this is what God intended.
This is what God intended. He's
God go suck a fat one, please.
Don't worry. Miyazaki has had public apologies for much worse stuff in this same game.
If this is what God intended, we know it's the Old Testament version.
Before he had his character arc.
Yeah, but
his character development
before he had his kid and mellowed out.
Fuck you!
I do think I do think to answer what Warbot said in chat, I think corpse runs are fun and are good for certain kinds of games. Not every game should necessarily have it.
Oh my
One
God,
of those
there's
cases.
so many of these fuckers.
Yes, this is what you wrought. Yeah.
I want to laugh. Fucking hell, please.
After this stream, Pat said, "Fuck it, I'm becoming a cat person."
Fuck toads. Fuck them.
Yeah, I remember the Messenger having an interesting corpse run mechanic where instead of losing your money, upon death, you would instead get this thing called, I think, Forble, like a demon that hovers around you. And instead of having a corpse run, he will absorb money you get up to a certain point. The main purpose is really just to prevent you from getting repeat stuff. Because usually he'll disappear by the time where you died. So basically it's just meant to prevent you from getting more currency than the game expects.
Maybe try switching to like a faster swinging weapon. Maybe that would help with like trying to get through these guys.
I guess if we want to switch to oh wait,
That's too heavy. You want your standard battle axe.
Yeah, seeing how annoying all this is after I played more of First Berserker Kazan this morning, I'm like, yeah, I can see how far the genre's come in the past 14 years.
Yeah, this is the only time Curse does something like this.
There you go.
Well,
oh thanks, camera.
Well, in Dark Souls 2, they made Curse a core mechanic of the entire game, which is another reason that some people take some issues with some design choices.
Well, the effects of it aren't as disastrous as this status is cured by the main item that you will usually have at least enough of.
Yeah, it definitely seems like the smaller axe. You got the board side.
Sir, that's some nice neckwear you have there.
I have freed you from your life of suffering.
His dead body is still clipping into it, right as we speak right now.
Yeah.
Well, now he can't feel it anymore, at least, onto that.
Definitely seems like the smaller axe is helping you now.
Well, it's less that. Well, the axe is definitely helping because you're not getting so much big wind-ups. But also, you're actually taking care of enemies as you're coming across them, then instead of trying to blitz past them.
Yeah.
That is advanced technique for when you know what you're doing and you know where you're going.
All right, now how the hell did we get this off of him?
So yeah, up these stairs, kill this archer because he deserves it.
Fuck you.
He wasn't even aiming at you.
And then she will be right outside this doorway. Yeah, she'll be right on your
All right, lady, I'll pay up.
We're not here for the moss, lady. There's more list. Purging stone.
That thing at the bottom.
6,000. God, that's much more expensive than I remembered.
Oh.
What was the other
This is
one?
the price we pay.
What was the other one to get rid of it on that?
The other guy, how cheap is Oswald's?
Check.
Fine then, but you'll regret it.
Not wrong.
So you have to grind when you're at half health, and you lose your souls every time you die. This mechanic fucking sucks.
4,000.
Could be worse. You could be like me, stuck in the bottom of a hidden late game area where you have to climb vertically to get out. In 1.0, where every time you get cursed, you lose half your health even further.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Oswald in the tower sells them for 4,000. Still expensive.
Is that the blacksmith or is that
That is the man in black that pardons you of your sins.
Ah. Okay. I forget where was the shortcut to get to that again?
Elevator.
Okay. Packet fire link elevator.
I will not defend this mechanic, but I do defend the idea of if things go poorly, you will have to deal with it.
Yeah, see, this is one of those things where, like, I don't think it's not all of the games. In fact, I wouldn't even say it's most of it, but it's why I say there's parts in Dark Souls where it's like, this is not fun hard. This is just annoying.
I'm okay with beating my head against a challenge kind of deal. But I think for this one, it's especially in a trapdoor like that, I feel like it's very easy for first-time players to fall down onto that. For the punishment to be this hard onto that, I do think that's a bit much on that.
Yeah.
Especially for the item being that damn expensive to get rid of it onto that too.
I think they're even worse in 1.0, honestly. I don't necessarily disagree. Shadow Mage, the depths, it's a maze. It's dark. The camera is 7th gen era, which means it's not great.
Yeah.
It's very early in the game, so you're not all that competent with what you're able to do yet. So it definitely is not great. I don't enjoy going into it.
I guess this area up here might not be too bad for a grind spot.
Mm-hmm. You do have some soul items in your pocket, though, if you want to.
Oh yeah, true.
Cash them in.
Oh, what the?
Parry, that's
Parry,
right. And the parry will kill instantly at this health, yeah.
And now he's got to make sure.
Well, I could just run up back and just grab and head out onto that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, thank God.
Other way, Pat.
Alright,
I'm not gonna disregard the game for that one. That was telegraphed and Pat knew it.
No, that was just.
Yeah, no, it's more just like another thing to tack onto this bullshit.
Hey, chat, you want to use that new emote? Because that's a fucking mood right now.
I like to point out for the past 15 minutes I've been 1v1 at the final boss of an Endwalker dungeon. I just want to get out of here, and I don't want to reset this fight.
The one rocks is just, but yeah. I might need to make the face a little bit more light blue onto that, maybe, but.
Run. Sunny D.
I'm in a bit more of an open area.
Fireball.
I might be more partial to Dark Souls 1 than its sequels, but I am not going to sit here and say it is a perfectly designed game.
Yeah, no. Oh, definitely not. Yeah, this is one of those games where I can see why it got popular and like helped establish a genre, but the more time passes, the more you realize how much this game has aged.
Remember that feeling when I was so stoked to get back into Dark Souls? That feeling's going away at an accelerated rate right now because of this fucking mechanic on that.
Well, don't worry. You'll sleep it off. You'll come back next week. You can do off-screen grinding if you really want to, and it'll be great.
And then they'll still be cursed.
Shut up, Val.
No, there's an active player base. Let's see.
Get my other weapon back.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is it?
Pat's slow progression of. What the fuck?
Jason's been doing his own stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say Pat's slow progression of. Yeah, I'm excited to get back to Dark Souls to be the angry video game nerd by the end of this stream. Oh, you got the drink too, bitch. Ow!
Fuck you.
Now here comes the Horde, which honestly your fire bombs might not be terrible with.
Guys. Mountain.
Activate their aggro.
Hello.
Mario.
Mario.
Gentlemen, I've got some flambe on the table.
You like?
This is a yeet.
Like.
I don't know.
And
You're going for accuracy or distance?
and now Dark Souls has become Dynasty Warriors.
Boop, doop, doop, boop, boop, boop.
So yeah, he's at the top of the tower if you want to see his price tags.
There's a guy.
Also, this man.
This man.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's up this way, yeah.
Past the where the boss fight happened.
Yeah. Although you will have to grind.
We can also use some humanities.
You have...
Not humanities,
Lost
soul
souls.
items.
Yeah. Thank you, Dad.
Nice, 3 more gargoyles.
Oh God.
Lock off, Oswald.
So yeah, we need 4,000 for him. So yeah, we're gonna be popping.
3,000.
Oh, 3,000, even less. Even better.
Okay.
So yeah, the fucking wiki lied.
Yeah,
it could be on outdate. It could have been changed for the remaster.
Alright, so
pop
Ace,
one
Pat...
large soul.
Okay, so Ace, Pat, to explain, I was doing the 4th dungeon of Endwalker, the final boss. I hate that final boss, the guy that shoots like all has like all like the whip magic and everything. And I don't particularly let that fight because it was hard for me to read. Both DPS players were new, and the hero also had a hard time reading that fight. I'm like, well, I'm guessing learning this fight today. Wiped four times. On the 5th time, I said, no, I'm not wiping intentionally. I'm not leaving. Either he dies or I die. So I just spent the next, 15 minutes soloing this boss on Gunbreaker. Now I know how to use Gunbreaker better now to actually survive a fight.
Should I use...
Motivation.
Should I just use all these souls to buy another one at this
We might as well
I was
have one in our
thinking-
back pocket.
Yeah, I was thinking that, because if that happens again, shit.
Where's my phone?
These 2 of them.
Ooh, 1600.
You need a lick.
Small one.
Small.
Small.
Large soul.
Small.
Yeah. Large soul. One of those should be enough.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank God.
The playthrough is back on, everyone!
We're going again.
Okay, so how are the how long were you in there?
We're
It's
still
not how long
technically
we were
in there.
It's how long... Yeah, it's like we got cursed, and so we had to back up all the way here to get.
Yeah, we haven't made actual progress for at least a half hour.
I see. So we were both stuck. we were both stuck, and we got out relatively around the same time.
I'm booting up my playthrough so I can catch up a bit to call in as a striker.
Get out of my way, bodies!
Don't worry, Pat. Prunus is on the way.
Yeah, I might just ask for help in this section just to fuck on.
Look at Prunus! Look at God!
I'm gonna go grab some. I'm gonna go grab some purging stones on my own to be able to pass along if needed. In fact, funnily enough, you went down the elevator as I was going up in my world. Let's talk about parallel universes.
We need to talk. We need to talk about parallel universes.
Parallel worlds exist.
As path falls, Prudus rises. Did he even count?
Fuck you. Fuck you.
That has such levels of pettiness in it. Pettiness and anger.
You are at not give a fuck anymore. We do tonight onto that.
We did it! He played Dark Souls!
Oh boy, I can't wait to get back to Dark Souls. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Pat, you finally adopted. You adopted the attitude of the Dark Souls player.
No, you've adopted people's perception of the Dark Souls player.
Fuck you, lady.
I'm not talking to you.
Overpriced piece of shit.
should just
the convenience fee, Sonny.
Should just reach through the bars and just slam her head against them until she gets the stuff over.
Now I'm beginning to understand a lot of those Dark Souls innovations, so people just goofing around.
Are you ready for this? Oh yeah.
We went with two different references there.
Y'all ready for this?
No.
Bam.
I have learned you can give me. I'm a fighting game player. I adapted.
I was able to fight the Wazler. What? Never mind.
I adapted. Yeah, adapted to what?
I'm on top of the world. Never mind.
Adapt to my nuts on your head.
Just like any character, just like any kind of action game, the moment you start to build into hubris, they'll find you.
Pat wasn't even building into hubris. That was me. He paid for it.
You know, the big rat's probably back down there like, where the fuck did he go?
Has anyone seen Mr. Doolittle in a while?
No, oh, that works too. You know what? Yeah, jump. Jump. Do it, coward. Jump. Oh, you don't want to jump. All right, fine.
Jump. Come on, Mario, jump.
Come on.
Come on, jump, man. If that even is your name.
Mario. And Dark Souls Mario.
You hype it up, Pat. He dies for it.
Dark Souls Mario, aka Lost Levels.
You doing good, Pat?
Thank you, buddy.
You can just hear all the joy has left him.
This is so funny when you compare this to like Raid Me kind of deal onto that when we're Blue and 14 onto that.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're probably not gonna see another Dark Souls stream for a couple weeks.
No, we're gonna do it next week on that. It's fine onto that. But
all right, I'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.
Sometimes you just need to sleep on it.
Alright, I'll see you next week. Goodbye. Last online 7 years ago.
Bonk.
God, whenever I see images like that, I actually do feel kind of sad because I imagine I have been like that way with some friends.
Oh yeah. Yoink.
Alright, what's that one
Don't
guy
worry,
with
Pat.
the
Prunus is rushing to catch up.
Hello. Hi. Oh, he's back. Get him.
Oh my
Get this
God.
guy. He dodged. I'm impressed. He can't dodge. He dodged all of us. I can't believe it. He still dives to the fire. Get him, boys. Get him, boys. You're the last. Oh,
Big Sunday on your ass.
Yeah, there you go. Oh,
no,
careful.
There's one more of us. There's one more. You killed my brother, but you can't. I guess you can't kill all of us.
They think this runs by Ocarina of Time rules, where the stick is stronger than the sword.
I mean, you make a joke about that.
We will eventually be introduced to Big Stick.
Damn Roosevelt.
It's a decent policy. Speedrunners commit to it.
Oh dear God!
It's such a bad camera. Spot.
Yeah, I know. This zone is not made for camera.
All right, 6-minute queue. That's way more doable than last time. It was 24 minutes. I switched off the DPS immediately.
Here, switch it to battle axe now.
Yep. This is a design philosophy that got kind of lost. This area sucks for this weapon type. I will change to another.
Yeah.
Whereas future design is like, I have this weapon built into my freaking arm. It will never be removed until I die. 50 times.
Oh, careful.
I just had a rat clip into the abyss in my game.
Jesus, that thing jumped back quickly.
Oh, yeah.
That's Korean backdashing.
Stefan, you can take my lightning Uchikatana off my cold dead corpse.
I legit thought you threw the fire at your own feet and got hurt by it.
Thankfully, there is no friendly fire in that way, as far as I know.
Okay.
Technically, the only friendly fire spell I could think of, off the top of my head, is a DS3 DLC spell, Projected Heal, where you just toss a heal. That's it. You just... It's actually one of the best healing spells in the game, because you can just go up to a wall, vomit a heal, and be just fine. Nice good.
Whoa, what the...
Yes, that's a thing.
Right.
Pat, we need to get some fucking man treads on you.
Oh, God. My secondary freaking monitor is too dark. Now I'm having the issue where I feel like I need to pull this up on another screen. But I don't have another screen to pull it up on.
Crank up the brightness, baby!
Who the hell looked at those freaking slider variations and said, yeah, we want it to be that this is barely visible?
Now are we almost ready to make progress again?
We're at the shrine needed for progress.
Yeah.
Up in a little bit.
Fireball. Yeah, it's the hallway.
Yeah, those sliders though, it is funny. Like how make sure you can barely see this image. I feel like in most games now I turn it up a bit past what's suggested.
Oh yeah, especially in RE Engine games for me. Onto that, especially.
I get why they do that, because they do want things, especially in a horror game where they want to hide things from you in plain sight. That makes sense, especially in a game where lighting is a very big focus, like say Alan Wake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, there's the proper aesthetic, but then there's just like, okay, no, this is
your leg.
It's fine.
No, he gets you get twitches like that. He's got a Charlie horse.
To be fair, he did fall down a long distance last time.
Admittedly, if I did have a Charlie horse too, I'd have to sit down. Those suck.
Oh yeah. Don't worry. I'm doing a little bit of work to catch up. I gotta fight some giant buff cannibal women.
What?
He knows what he said.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it, damn it.
There we go. Right in a box.
Oh, savior of the universe.
Thankfully, when it comes to Basilisks, I don't think... Once you get past this set, I don't think we see them again for a while.
Basilisks are primarily encountered in 3 zones. 2 of them are tied together for a hidden zone that's not even needed for plot progress, so yeah, you won't have to deal with them for a while.
Fuck, poison.
You have moss. Or you can just run back.
I think I was just gonna run back. It's early enough in this area.
Feel free to, when you sit down at the bonfire, check what you're needed for your next level up.
Here we are. What if we pumped resistance?
Clearly we need it. It does actually have a minor effect on the scaling for curse, but it's so minor that it doesn't actually help.
Well, we do not have enough for a level up right now.
Alright.
You could reinforce your weapon. And maybe
True,
do some repairs.
You could level up your weapon.
Yep. Do some repairs.
There's currently somebody in my party named Spicy Guy.
Spicy guy.
Spicy guy.
Spicy lady?
Not safe for work.
Yep, see my sword on there, so... Alright.
I assume because you just upgraded it resets its durability.
Probably. I believe it.
I wonder if you can do that for some funny shenanigans involving crystal weapons to extend their lifespan.
Is it even possible to enforce them stronger?
At the very, I think at the very least, like crystal infusion weapons.
Well, infusion is a whole other deal.
Don't worry,
guys. I got my sack. Now I can run up like pre-Jason. And not this Jason, but the horror Jason.
Hi. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Prudence, your sack is so big.
Hi. Oh, Prudence, you're so big.
What they don't understand is that what they don't understand is that it's an actual sack in which I will put you in it and then throw you against the wall.
Oh, he's gonna throw me.
Have you ever seen the fucking sleeping bag kill from Friday the 13th?
Depends on which version, since one of them was so cut to hell, you can barely see the actual footage.
The one?
The one with actual footage.
Yeah, no, I've seen
the one in space.
He's next.
I don't think they had a sleeping bag in space.
No. Oh my god.
Rat. Rat behind you! Why is the frame data on these rats so good?
Fuck you,
is
God.
The fucking motherfucking rat?
Don't underestimate the rats.
Now imagine if the
I
Chandler
take off
wasn't
like the
dead,
head of one of these,
then he could buff those rats.
Yeah. If I take off the head of one of these rats, is it just gonna be fucking Justin Wong behind it? Like it's goddamn Scooby Doo? Jason, are you watching the scene in the background?
He's that's his phone.
Yeah, that's my phone. I just got a text message.
Oh yeah, speaking of these goops, they freaking shoot out bone tendrils to attack you as some of their options. I'm pretty sure these are like human bodies that have been left in a freaking tub for like 50 years. And then they melded with the soup. They're gross.
Yeah, Spike Spiegel when he finds the crab at the back of the fridge.
Spike Spiegel with...
That pit. Okay. It's safe. I am not even going to attempt to try and jump platforms anymore onto that.
Respectful. Rat!
Big rat!
Big rat, big rat.
You found rat.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Guess what? It's a big rat.
So, I hear you have a hard time with rats.
Oh!
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm
Drink.
the big rat, the big boy himself.
There we go, okay.
I'll get right in that geometry.
Bye, rat!
Oh, at least you didn't die to it.
Watch out, Watch out, I think this is the Basilisk Hole.
God.
I think it might be. Probably take another drink.
Yeah, heal up. If it was where the basilisks are, you would see a lot more dead bodies around.
Oh, there's a rat.
Okay, just a rat. I think this is actually where the NPC invasion takes place.
Hey, you thought dogs were bad, just wait till the rats.
God. Fucking. Can these rats please stop clipping onto each other? Onto that? They're making it very difficult. More rat.
Oh my god.
They're everywhere.
Oh, yep, there's the basilisks. Well, at least you know you got a curing item.
Yeah. Just barely short.
Did I get it?
I think so. On that.
That one's dead, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're about halfway through the zone. Alright, open that door. That will create a shortcut.
Thank God.
Now go sit down. I have finally acquired the key to get to the door myself.
Wait, this is too far.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we might be lost.
Yeah, no, you're taking the right way. Take this, take the eventual right, and go up the stairs.
It was up the stairs. Okay, okay. Oh my God. Okay.
Now, before we do... Alright, so if we're going to call me in to help you through, you're going to need to reverse your Halloween. But before I do anything, I need to turn up the freaking brightness on the screen, because holy shit.
I know it's called Dark Souls, but this is ridiculous.
Alright, that's a bit better. Alright.
Okay. Reminding myself.
I'm the one that uses the item.
Okay.
Do I have to move it out? Check in the hallway. It would be behind you at this point.
Oh,
There I am.
Please.
Prudence, I need you to tank for me. Full aggro, please.
Prudence, help me.
Prudence?
It takes a bit of time. You think interdimensional travel is easy?
Alright.
Yes, actually. Yo, Prudence! Let's go! Yo, oh my god, Prudence! No matter the game. Oh my god, Prudence! Oh my god! I don't know when Prudence developed his reputation, but oh my god, Prudence!
It was only because of the emote in 14 for the selfie. That's why.
Prudence, it was just existing, and then out of nowhere, oh my god, Prudence!
Alright.
Oh yeah, what Stefan has currently equipped, the spider shield is interesting. Because it has
actually really good for
I forget
this
if it's
zone.
high poison. Yeah, I forget if it's just toxic or if it's also poison resistant.
Just about every status effect. Alright, so
Okay.
got some traps.
Get eaten. Get eaten.
Can I attack? Okay. Yeah.
Fucking
You get out of the way and heal yourself. Oh, I got splatted.
Lightning!
Don't want to spend all of these, but problems gotta go.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Rat.
Is that the next boss door right there?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the way to a different area.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So first things first.
Oh,
we got
friend.
a man here.
Aye, Shamai, and good day to you. I'm Donald of Xena. I'm just a peddler of sorts. I adore trinkets and oddities, so I trade for them.
I believe he is Irish. Now, first things first, learn a gesture.
Here.
Bottomless box, that's useful. But we'll get to that in a moment. Back up, learn gesture. Yes. Now, buy an item from him. Just buy anything. Probably buy that bottomless box, honestly. That'll be useful. Alright, now talk to him.
Well, I'm certain we will make a good trade eventually, so I am willing to share some tips. If you see kindling in the catacombs, use divine weapons. That will repel the reassembling skeletons.
Skeletons don't like holy weapons. Good to know. Talk to him more.
I'm afraid I don't see anything here.
You need to buy more items for him to give you tips. This man only works on, if you trade me stuff, I will trade you stuff.
Yeah.
Again soon, and we'll make another fine trade, of course.
Oh, okay. I looked up his VA quickly. He's voiced by the Crestfallen Warrior, also in this game. Another Crestfallen jackass in DS2, the Crestfallen Warrior in Demon Souls, and the Nomadic Merchants in Elden Ring.
So Fromsoft really likes this guy.
Oh yeah, he's a regular. Rats.
Rat! These rats look bigger than normal.
They are.
Okay.
I'm a paladin. I get to heal myself. Alright. So yeah, I believe down this hallway is when someone will show up.
That's blue, right?
Basilisk. Nope. I didn't want to heal. I wanted to kill. There he is.
Kirk! I think he's behind you.
Alright. Yeah. He's coming after us.
Oh, there it is.
Look at this man. He's covered in
Spiky
thorns.
boy!
He's got schmoves.
Let him get up, let him get up, let him get up.
Actually, yes. Lightning!
Fight back, fight back.
Hell yeah. Humanity acquired.
Yay.
So that is Kirk.
Arch straight sword.
He dropped his sword. Go ahead and give that a read.
Arch straight sword. 80 damage. Straight sword, attack type thrust. Weapon of choice is the infamous Darkgrave. Kurku is also known as the Knight of the Thorns or gnarly spikes around his favorite weapon. This frightened sword deals only thrust attacks and causes heavy bleeding. Ooh.
Dark Wraiths. That will be detailed later. Now, I believe progress is actually back where we came from.
Okay.
Now that we've gotten Kirk, we can forego most of this place. Oh, good. So, I believe, if I recall right... So that leads to a different zone, but there is a door here. Did this lead to progress? Okay, yeah, this is progress.
Okay, yeah, this was the other area we were seeing before, yeah.
Yeah. So, we are right outside this big-ass, fuck-ass place. Guess what? Big-ass, fuck-ass places have big-ass, fuck-ass bosses. Now, there might be some items littered around.
Dead end ahead.
Dead end ahead. Yeah. There's actually a neat thing about this boss fight. Spoiler. But we'll get into it as we go in.
I hear...
Thought I heard something as well. Anyway, okay, yeah. There's multiple layers to this thing. There's some items hidden around.
Oh.
And if you want, you can bring in Solaire as well.
Hey.
Solaire!
So it'll be the three of you?
And I believe
Nice.
if you check on the other side, I don't know if it'll despawn because I'm here, but you can actually also call in... yeah, it isn't showing up, I believe, because I'm here. But you can also summon in Lotrick, the guy he's freed from the prison cell.
Oh! Cool.
Alright, before we do anything, because I just remembered. Take these.
Hey, cool.
Alright. Well,
Never
you're the main character. You lead the way.
Hey, good luck. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, this is a doozy. This is a pretty cool boss.
Kinda cute.
It's a little snaky boy.
Snake crocodile? Got the teeth?
Bit of a crocodile.
Oh, what the fuck?
Hungry boy.
So this is what crocodiles look like in Australia, right? if you import a crocodile or alligator to Australia, this is what it turns into, right?
Sophie, do your crocodiles normally look like this?
That's why I say Australia specifically, because you gotta get that debuff. Or buff? The gaping dragon! Get away from the front, get away from the front.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah, when he gets down on all fours like that, he is gonna charge.
And he's a dragon. Got a tail. You know what to do.
You can cut off his tail.
Do I attack the base of the tail, or...?
Just try to hit the
general tail.
Just
He's
general
going
tail,
after me.
okay.
Oh. Yeah,
got
he likes to
camera.
reposition by jumping.
Let's jump again.
No, his jump is used for repositioning himself. Don't worry, Solaire has aggro.
Ow!
Yeah.
He's
gotta
a
respect
bro.
that. Oh. He's coming to look at us. bullshit, I say.
Oh shit!
Oh,
No,
Solar's
no!
dead. He did his job. Okay, yeah, he's charging into a wall.
Yeah!
Alright. Nail cut. That also removes it from his moveset. Oh man, the volume is so loud on my screen. Alright, he's going for a jump. He's after me! Oh, that hurt. He's gonna vomit. Get away.
Weapon at risk. Uh-oh.
He damaged your durability of your weapons. Your pyromancy flame is now useless. Don't worry about anything else. Just stay out of your menus. It's too hectic right now.
Okay, I didn't know if it was my greatsword under that.
No, just your pyromancy is busted. Alright, he's going for a jump. He's aggro to you. Oh wait, look at me. Okay, jump. Alright, he's looking at me.
Looking at me now?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's going for you specifically.
Oh, magic pixel.
He's gonna vomit. Run away.
Run away.
Run over to me. Run to my sunlight. Run to my sunlight.
No.
It's very liquidy.
I did not know it spread that far. Okay.
His whole chest is a stomach. What do you expect? Also, his whole hitbox is a hitbox, so don't get in when he's doing that. Now hit him.
Yeah, beat his ass. Beat his ass.
Alright, he's back up. He's probably gonna jump. Oh, nope. He's swiping. He does have a command grab, I'll tell you that for free.
Uh-oh.
Alright. It's coming down. Get closer, damn it.
Ugh. Okay, so guarding is useless against this man. Good to know.
No. I think he might have just been low on stamina. He's throwing a hissy fit. He's gonna jump. Looking at you.
Oh no.
Vomiting.
Yeah.
Stay the hell away. Like, don't even engage.
Jesus, that thing is so widespread.
Yeah. Alright, he's gonna charge. Get out of the front. Alright. Gonna run into a wall. Damn it, hitbox is still active. He's trying to use his tail that he doesn't have. Haha. Joke's on you.
Joke's on you, idiot.
Oh, vomiting again.
Yep.
Just run. Like, actually hold down.
Yeah, unlock, run away.
There you go.
Something died.
Maybe he looked like a rat or something.
Let's see. The firebomb does decent damage. Yeah, he's looking at me.
Oh!
I took that like a champ because I'm awesome!
Well, that did nothing.
It's Brutus Armageddon.
Oh my god, it's Brutus! Brutus the champ!
Oh, so close.
The idea of you guys just hucking bombs.
throw rocks at him. Throw rocks at him.
Resources. Alright, it's coming. It's looking at you.
These two are doing so good. They could be tag team champion material, ladies and gentlemen.
He's gonna charge.
He's got it.
Who's the heel?
Neither.
I can self-heal, but I'm a paladin. Put on your weapon.
No, is it like wrestling heel?
Oh, the
Almost
heel?
got him. Honestly, I'd say just rush him at this point. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blight.
Oh god,
right.
Blight Town. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, that's a name.
I think I remember hearing things about Blighttown.
We'll probably talk about Blight Town next time.
The worst area in the game.
There's not.
Worse.
It's debatable.
It's
the roughest finished zone in the game. All right. So the standard fit. So basically, like I was saying earlier, in terms of player classes that made it to where they did, the warrior class hustled real good. He got decently far, and then he came across the gaping dragon and was like, "Ah, shit."
Damn.
So
Dragon got
arguably a little better than what you got if you want to put in a bit of extra weight, but you can honestly rock the black leather for a good while.
Yeah, the black leather hasn't stuff isn't actively one. Oh, I mean mid-roll is mid-roll.
Mid-roll is good. That roll is not mid.
Let's see how much can we push it on that. Just out of curiosity. Okay, that's too much on that. Okay.
You are the limit.
Yeah.
Okay, but hey, you know what? That's a little bit more defense onto that, so you know I will take it.
So I will point out. So this room itself is a dead end. There's no more progress to be done, so you have to backtrack. Fits into the lore. This dragon got stuck down here, and just got hit with the ultimate curse of gluttony of just like, I need to eat anything to survive in here. To the point that he became just so hungry for anything that he got corrupted into looking like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty metal. It's one of the best designs in this franchise. So fun fact, if you walk up to the ledge here on your background, you were looking at it.
Oh.
So just walk up to the ledge here. So because you can see into the boss fight room right here.
Yeah.
What you can do is have the host player walk through the door, spawn the boss. Phantoms like me can stand right here outside the boss fight with a bow and arrow or whatever you want, and yeah, some buff items, and you could just snipe the boss while everyone else is duking it down on the floor.
2-fort sniper. 2-fort sniper.
2-fort sniper.
Also, yes, Shadow Mage points out, if you don't kill the spellcaster before you get here, he buffs the boss.
Oh,
God.
We hate channelers.
Channelers are bastards. Alright, so you're gonna need to make your way back to Dommel, the shopkeep.
Remember, Pat, remember the acronym ACAP. All channelers are bastards. ACAP.
So it's hard to see because of how dark it is, but you're gonna need to go back to the far side here, and there should be a passageway on your right. So get around here. Okay, no other way, so hug that wall. Around this corner, yeah.
Okay, there we go.
So yeah, take this. You'll be able to talk to Dommel and open the door that key opens. And then we want to get you to that bonfire, because you've got a lot of levels right there.
Hi, Donald.
Oh! More gameplay cruelty. Check out his items. Go to his weapons. Read
Say hello to crystal weapons, baby!
Yeah, read the crystal straight sword.
A fully crystallized straight sword. How such a weapon can be created is entirely unknown. The crystallization boosts its attack, but makes the blade brittle. The sword cannot be used for long. It cannot be repaired.
So, this guy gives you crystal weapons. These are incredibly powerful for very low cost. But like Shadow Mage says in chat, they are a noob trap because You think, oh man, these things are so strong. They kill things pretty easy. I don't even really need stats for them. Amazing. Then you go against this boss with vomit that breaks your equipment. Also, read the lore. Read the lore about the stuff he's selling. It's what he's wearing, and it's actually really neat.
Yeah. They also they can't be repaired, and if they break, gone.
Eviscerated. Cease to exist.
Crumbles to dust in your hand like you just used groundwork on a 20 durability craft.
Also, like Shadow Mage says, the big strength of crystal weapons is early game. But when you get to mid game, your stats and weapons will just outdo them.
Strange helm from the ancient land of Zena. Birthplace of the dealer Domino. The two
Dom
horns
Hall.
are.
I'll answer that for you. Dom Hall is his name.
Dom Hall. All right. The two horns symbolize wisdom. There are many medals believed to symbolize glory. Strange gauntlets from land. The gold symbolizes a vanquisher. The inlaid silver ring symbolize an explorer.
So, look at what all those item pieces are named.
Helm of Wise, Glorious, Vanquisher, Explorer.
These are not a full set. These are a bunch of relics that he has collected over the time that he just smashed together into a glam set. It's really neat.
But no matter. No, not to worry.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, luckily, I'm just going to tell you now, he will move locations after this.
Yeah, so you don't have to come down here to try and buy stuff, because he has more important stuff than that. Let's go ahead and open the door, just so you can get a taste. How bad is Blighttown that we had to lock it away? Oh, wait! Open, go to your key items. First of all, yeah, notice that lighting change.
Yeah.
Go to your key items. So, click A, go to your key items.
Right, victory drink.
Yeah, victory drink. Oh, delicious. So, and then find the key to Blighttown.
Blighttown.
Okay. Read the lore.
The key to Blighttown, the depths of the Undead Berg, swallowed by the Gape Dragon. The name suggests Blighttown is a place of great pestilence. Even the populated inhabitants of the depths are aware of its dangers and built its mighty doors in hopes that they could remain safely separated.
So let me specify. That was not that word was not populated. It was. I've already forgotten, but the putrid inhabitants of the depths were like, Blighttown sucks. We want to keep Blighttown away from us. Shit sucks here. Blighttown in lore is worse.
Is there a fire?
No, we're going back.
Okay.
You're going to go back to the bonfire from before, because you have a trek before you get to Blighttown's first bonfire.
Yeah, like bone if you really need it.
It's a stroll. You're fine. Yeah, I do agree with Shadow Mage. I think once you've had a proper taste of Blighttown, it is much more manageable, because it's much more open by comparison.
I'm also going to assume Blighttown runs much better on this version.
Oh, yeah, it does.
I'm assuming that visual effect did not do it favors on that.
Before we get repair equipment.
Repair everything first.
Yeah, can you repair your hand?
You keep doing reinforce, do repair, yeah.
Okay.
If it has a red dot, repair it. Your armor too, because that also got hit. No sense to be frugal, just repair everything.
Alright.
You did not repair everything, but whatever.
I thought it was...
Pat, it's individual items. You have to click, repair, click, repair, click, repair. This is an older game.
Yeah, I will say...
I thought it was the red dot was what I was looking for before onto that.
I mean...
Yeah, it was, but then I decided to say just the hell with it. It's chump change to fix all this stuff. And you never know when something you want to use needs it to be fixed.
Yeah, they changed somewhat how repairing shit works in later games. Like, despite weapons having the durability of fucking breadsticks in DS2, durability resets when you rest at a bonfire. It's only if shit shatters that if you need to go to a blacksmith to get that shit repaired.
So,
All right, so I suggest a even 25 personally because it feels good to me of your strength. Yeah. Now, yeah, probably I would say probably between vitality and endurance are probably a good mix.
yeah.
Yeah, just start pump those a little bit.
So yeah, you got lots of levels you can feed into this. That dragon had lots of souls in him. Maybe more vitality than endurance in your case. With how much you're learning the game, you're gonna want more health to make mistakes.
Yeah. Okay. Think like that spread?
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Alright.
Feeling
All right,
good.
You are much stronger. You're through most of the zone. You have a straight shot to the next zone. We're good. We're great. We curb stomped that dragon real good.
Okay, well, I think that will do it for tonight. Our friggin' adventure to reverse cursed, my god. My god. But,
There is a place I recommend we backtrack to next stream, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
yeah. I might do some grinding off screen, maybe, onto that. We'll see. I could probably just grind this hallway onto that. Most likely might be a really good, place to do so, maybe. But,
This is going to be a good place for grinding humanity specifically, for just having stock of our co-op ability.
Mm-hmm.
Because rats have a higher chance to get you humanities. What's the lore implication? I guess they ate a lot of dudes.
But, yeah, that'll do it. I do want to get back into the habit of, raiding people, so, let's see. Who is currently streaming right now? On that. Where's my raid button? There we are. See people I'm following. Not a whole
Get
lot.
some water. I'm dehydrated.
I guess right now. I get Dan's currently streaming, so let's go raid Dan. So I guess it's just a hashtag curse sucks onto the for the raid onto that. Yeah, we'll go raid Dan onto that. All right, well that will do it. Just to let you guys know, Sunday we're thinking we're probably gonna do some Mario Kart, most likely for that. For our Sunday stream, but yeah, that'll do it for this week. Have a good one. Bye bye.